Coming to you from the Varsity Sports Bar and Grill on Beachfront Avenue in Anderson Township, Cincinnati, Ohio. It is the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. Here we go. Opening the first beer of the day. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Carroll. A lot of subject matter to get to today. And Rob Herking is here. And, Rob, we have not communicated with each other since Saturday.
Yeah, when you got pissy and you had your period.
I didn't get a pissy.
Oh, you got pissy.
No, you're the one who got bent out of shape.
No, you're the one that got fucking pissy with the response.
That was one of the funniest text messages I ever sent.
So I fired a pissy response back. You want to read it right now before?
Let's get.
Oh, we're going group text.
Unbiased opinion from the guy that it was aimed at.
I was sitting with the guy.
I thought to myself, Jason could probably use a good laugh right now, and I think this will get the job done.
I was sitting with Jason.
Was I right?
Hi, I'm Jason.
Everybody on the podcast, real quick. Carol, Jesus, fuck. It's always about him. Kiefer, been thinking about you and your mom and your family all weekend. I have been here in support all day Saturday. Friday night, I saw you too when you and Mark came in. All day in support on Saturday and try to get the third wheel here, the fucking kickstand that drags behind the car, to come up. It sparked a little riff, but
it was entertaining for me.
Jason's mom passed away, Nancy. She was a sweetheart. Passed away 10:06 on Friday night, and we're going to raise 100%.
I'll raise a beer too, right?
To Nancy.
To Nancy.
And service is coming up October 24th?
28th.
28th. I was close. At a church that I'm finally allowed back into because the minister that was there previously is gone. So,
and when you said it, this is my shock face in the fact that you've been booted out of a fucking church.
It was actually a joke. He's like, "Oh, it's Bethel Church of the Nazarene or some shit." I'm like, "Oh fuck, is Tim Smythe still the minister there?" He's like, "I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm allowed in." I was joking at the time, but he thought I was serious.
It's not far out of the realm of reality.
Definitely not. So do you want to do the group text read? Let's do a little read along.
Let's do it.
So Kiefer's mom passed away 10:06 p.m. on Friday night. So Saturday, I'm up here with Jason and his brother soon to come up, and we're doing a little, hey, let's get together. Let's drink some beer and watch some football. Well, one Danny boy is MIA. So Rob on the group text, which is me, Jason, and Dan, says, "Hey, Dan, it's Rob. I know you're playing golf and you've had a tea time booked for a long period of time, but Jason's mom passed away last night at 10:30. He's up at the varsity going through a really tough time and can use a friend. I'm trying, but I believe you may be closer to him than I am. If you pull your head out of your ass and quit thinking of yourself for fucking once, the pool is closed, get to the varsity and provide some comfort." And then the subsequent text was, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to send. Oh shit, Jason, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to send it on the group text." Now,
yeah, which was a total lie because you did mean to send it on the group text.
I was sitting with Jason, and the best part is, what was it, an hour and a half plus? We get a response from Dan. Dan's response.
Well, I didn't read your text right away because I was busy doing stuff.
I know. I do mean to send this on the group text was the announcement.
Which I did like that. This is exactly the venue where I want it to be.
Right, because you meant to send it on the group text also.
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Number one.
So you just admitted you were fucking with me.
Oh fuck yeah, I was.
So
but you did not know it at the time.
So when you try to, yes, I did. When you try to pull off something you think is funny,
it was hilarious.
That's perfectly fine. But then when I respond in the same way, then someone gets a little butthurt.
No, you were the guy that we're joking around by jacking your car up, and you're the guy that retribution slashes a fucking tire, Dan, with your text. Here's Dan's.
I didn't slash anyone's tire.
I know, but here's Dan's response. You guys be the judge. An hour and a half later, I do mean to send this on the group text. Number one, you have no clue as to what I'm doing right now. Number two, I don't need a lecture from you on how to treat or interact with my friends.
Fact, because I had Jason had already texted me telling me that his mom passed away.
Number three,
and so we had communicated with each other privately.
Okay.
Before this took place,
the coup de grace on the group was number 3. You can go fuck yourself. Kiefer responds trying to neutralize. LOL, I love you, Dan. It was about not even 10 minutes, 7 minutes later.
I had the vision in my head. They're sitting at the varsity. They're waiting for a response, and when Jason reads that, he's gonna.
He fucking was
he's
sitting
gonna
there when I
laugh his
texted.
ass
And it
off.
was perfect.
My response, number one,
Your response is inconsequential because
I don't care and I don't want to know what you are doing. Number two, it was a joke and not a lecture, just trying to get you to come up and have a drink with us. Number three, you too can go fuck yourself and hopefully you will contract a sense of humor. And I mean to send this on the group text. And it was fucking crickets until today at 2:58 when Kiefer sent out a text. Don't forget podcast today at 5. Dan's like, copy.
well, what am I supposed to say?
I don't know. You can apologize for being an asshole at 2:37 p.m. on Saturday, Dan.
I wasn't being an asshole.
Whatever.
I was just giving it to you the same way you gave it to me.
That'll work.
And
That sounds dirty as fuck right
providing a little comic relief from my buddy Jason.
It's my way of thinking you were an asshole.
now. I appreciate both of you in this in this shit time. Now, obviously, being a first responder, I use levity and crassness
Oh, shit. It was crass and levity yesterday,
to get through some shit.
Saturday, Friday. I think we talked about,
There's a lot of alcohol. It was right.
stay tuned, Jason's mom's being cremated. And he was offered a job by the crematory yesterday, which sparked a lot of conversation.
The most ironic shit ever.
I know. And
But Larry at Advantage Cremations is great.
they
and
do
He wants to employ me. So
they do humans and animals. And we're trying to find a dead cat to see if he can talk to Larry. Hey, can you put this dead cat on my mom's chest and just run it through like a buy one, get one?
we're working through a BOGO. I'm trying to do a BOGO here.
So if Keith gets a job there, I have agreed to lay in the furnace with a stick and a marshmallow
Another challenge, Dan. We have another challenge.
and roast a marshmallow on
What
the
could
pilot.
possibly go wrong?
Nothing at all.
So I'm gonna divulge a little bit of the conversation.
I know it's 400 degrees in there. I can't get the door
Well,
open. I'm sorry.
4,000, motherfucker.
1,200 to 1,800. But as we were having this conversation, I was like, you know what? I think that is actually a great idea. But we're going to close the door.
That's where I get it.
And that's where he started getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And I said, somebody might sneeze and hit the button.
Yeah.
No freak out. No freak out at all.
No, the fucking door is staying open. I will roast a marshmallow on that motherfucker and lay in there. And I think it'd be cool as shit to go in one and just lay in there and say, this is what it's like, huh? Fucking Christ.
And you know what?
No.
Throughout the whole conversation, all I could picture, because Nance has come up here for lunch and sat at the
Oh,
table
she
where this
smacked the
podcast
fuck
essentially
out of me.
came to fruition. She had come up here and sat, love Taco Tuesday, love this place. And when he said that, I could almost see my mom going, yes, do it. Yes, do it.
Your mom, I remember, I think the first time she looked at me like she looked at you two idiots when you were kids. You pointed it out when she left. She's like, yeah, she fucking looked at like she was going to smack you in the face.
You had the fucking mom look. You
I
got the
know,
mom look
I
given
know.
to you because, well,
I never
what
got-
comes out of your face?
I never got the mom look. I always got the mom back of hand or
Well-
yardstick or whatever.
No,
But-
it was we had some funny conversations up here. Just, you know, you got to deal with it the way you deal with it. But I had good support group. Everybody was, you know, people were here drinking
Except Dan.
beers.
Dan went here.
Dan was texting with me, so
I-
we were good.
I just want to go on record. Dan went here on Saturday.
Well,
Biggest time in need.
Dan doesn't drink as much as I do, and that's okay
Biggest time in need.
because I put it in overdrive over the weekend.
You
so-
sure as fuck did.
Yes, I did.
I think I was afraid to
Well, I've
talk
got
to
I've
you.
got a major project I'm working on right now, and I was working on it on Saturday.
Oh, good
So
for you. Dan.
I couldn't be here.
I got the text message, so it's all good. But laughing about it and just, you know, making light of, you know, a shit situation. It is what it is. But you guys, I want to say thank you to both of you. You guys have been great, and we're friends, and
You're welcome.
I love this.
I was
so-
here. I just want to go on record. I was here, right? I was here Saturday.
Well,
Well, Rob,
you're always here.
saying you're here.
You're always here.
You know,
Let's relax, Dan.
send me a postcard when you climb Mount Everest, then I'll be shocked.
It'll come from Lexington. And I'll have a little Sherpa.
It'll come from Lexington.
Fuck.
Named Cox, a little Sherpa named
Yeah,
Cox.
Anthony,
Fine.
baby.
Anyway,
My
All
Sherpa
right.
has a first name. It's Anthony.
so that was a very, as Rob would say, a macabre intro into the podcast. But hey, thank you everybody that's tuning in, and I appreciate the text messages and Instagram messages that I've gotten from everybody. Appreciate it, and we're moving on. We're just keep on down the road. How was everybody else's week?
We think we've got a new vehicle for one more, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna have to cut off that El Camino, man, and put the fucking Eldorado up on that
The
cocksucker.
Escalade.
Yeah, the Escalade. That's what it is.
A fucking battle wagon.
Hell yeah! One more, and I'm out of here. Brought to you by Nancy.
We'll make sure we get it. We'll get it wrapped.
Hell yeah!
It'll look like my shirt.
Rex always had to wrap it with Nancy.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my bad. Was it too soon?
He's right now probably watching
know.
like son of a bitch.
He is gonna watch, and Rex, I went right over the fucking edge on that one. My bad, Tiger.
Everybody knows that you're going to though.
R.I.P. Nance. Miss you, and miss you coming up, drinking a drink or two, and then switching to coffee like you're fucking not wanting to be hammered.
113 degrees.
I've always
outside.
heard that doesn't help.
No, it just makes a wide awake drunk.
Just makes a
No, it could be 113 degrees outside, and she wants to drink hot coffee. I'm like,
hot coffee.
"Ugh." Gross.
Well, after her mixed drinks, and she'd yell at your ass, and you.
Even if it's hot, I still like coffee.
The fucking thing
Ew,
that
it's so
killed me,
gross.
you'd give her so much shit about whether or not she paid the life insurance policy every month she came up here because it benefited you.
Well, guess what?
Oh, wait till you see that beneficiary change designation to Rob Herking.
Oh my god. She'd have burned that motherfucker.
Oh, she loved it. She loved it. So, first world problems. This came up yesterday. Everybody remembers toaster strudels. How in the fuck?
My kids loved them.
Yes. We need to do a class action lawsuit on
On toaster strudels?
the fucking icing. You get one strudel, one icing little packet. That fucking packet never had enough icing when it came out to cover that one fucking strudel. So you had to
you're
bleed
not
into the other
supposed to-
one.
You're not supposed to cover the whole thing.
Fuck yeah, you are. What? I don't have needles and
You
diabetes.
put a little stripe on it. You
Oh,
make a little.
fuck it. Easy.
or a-
Betty
or a
Crocker.
funny
you don't.
face or
You
something.
load that motherfucker up. You don't make a funny face. You load that fucker up.
I'm with Rob. I'm
And
with
you gotta
Rob.
bleed into the
I need
next
a bunch
packet.
of it.
Yeah.
I need a bunch of the frosting.
We need to sue them to put extra fucking icing packets in there.
Good luck.
Are they even still around? Are these?
I'm sure you can probably still get them.
Yeah, the fucking Goodwill.
They were
maybe.
they were to me they were bland. They were bland without the fucking frosting.
You got to have the frosting on them.
Well, it's like Fun Dips. They give you 2 sticks for 3 fucking packets of sugar. You know you're going to eat one of the
Well, it's 'cause
goddamn sticks per packet, either the red or green. Then you're stuck with the purple with no fucking sticks, or you're finger banging that thing.
Well, you're
like you're in high
supposed to
school.
snort it. You didn't get that memo. You're supposed to snort it. It's just
Oh, I
like
didn't.
pixie sticks. You're
I
supposed to snort it.
But yeah, I mean, there's certain things that they just don't.
At least the way I grew up.
I guess it makes you buy the extra packet to get one of the things out, and then you're stuck with one fucking lick'em stick for the 3 packets of sugar. I mean, it's horseshit.
I would just eat the sticks.
I mean, yeah, I love
Right out
the
of the gate.
sticks. If they fucking sold the sticks by themselves, then maybe 3 fucking lick'em sticks and 1 packet of sugar, I'd be okay with that. How about you, Dano?
I can actually say I've never had those before.
You've never? Oh, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna
Never
find
had
them.
'em.
I'm gonna find them and bring you some.
How you never had a fucking fun
Not
dip?
interested in it. I just I've
You ever had?
I've seen them obviously, but I just always whenever I was
Oh, you will.
selecting candy, I always bypassed that and went to something else.
You will be a fan when I bring you some.
And I went to the Twizzler or the $100,000 bar.
That's because when you were a kid,
Something
it was
like that.
1940, and I don't think Fun Dip was
$100,000
out.
bar?
But
The
you remember the
fuck's 100?
sweet tarts that were huge?
You never had a $100,000 bar?
No,
Are you kidding me? It comes in the red package.
I thought it was 10 grand, not 100,000.
No, it's 100,000,000.
Is that what 100,000 is?
100,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
$100,000 bar.
I appreciate you for showing me numbers.
Well, that's a $100,000 bar. That's what it's called.
My math is not good, but
Is it a 100 grand bar?
There used to be a
Does-
jingle
is
with
it called
that.
a
I
100
guess
grand?
100 grand bar.
Yeah, I've never seen a
always
$100,000 bar written on
It
any
had
package.
the crispy things in it and the caramel and covered in chocolate.
Reach out to one more, and I'm out of here.
Will Cray,
She's on
I know I'm a
top.
dumbass. I know it. I know that.
And
It just reads 100 grand now. There you go.
let us know if you want to be in our class action lawsuit against this toaster strudel company and fucking Fun Dip.
You buy me one of those, and I'll buy you a Fun Dip, and because I've never had
$100,000 bar.
100 grand, motherfucker.
All right.
Fucking A.
I don't know where you get the full size ones anymore. I see them for for trick or treat when they come in the bags with all the rest of them.
Yeah, all the little mini bullshit.
Yeah, they're about
Yeah, it's called a fucking gas station, and
I
it's
eat
not
more-
the little fun size.
I eat more candy that day
Candy bars for midgets.
because I'm not.
Here we are. Another letter. Here we come. Ding, 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 ding. Anthony Cox. Thank you very much. Shit. Fun size. I said fun size, and it teed it up, and he even went with it. I was like, fuck, somebody's going to pick up on fun size.
It's like hitting a beach ball off a golf tee right there.
First world problems. God damn it. And the big sweet tarts. I remember the big fucking sweet tarts that were soft, chewy, but they weren't chewy until you sucked on the fucker like you were working a truck stop. I mean, it became chewy after a little bit.
Stop.
Buc-ee's?
I've never
I'm not
worked
going.
there.
Fuck Buc-ee's, by the way.
I've never worked there.
Have you been to a Buc-ee's?
No, I have not gone to a
God,
Buc-ee's.
you don't remember this?
I did
conversation?
check into a Buc-ee's surreptitiously one day.
Yeah,
Everybody thought I went down
you're
there for
right.
fucking breakfast.
We've been down this road before.
Yeah, we have. We have. So another first world problem. I want to ask you guys this.
I should have put that in the title. The headbutt
First world
hurt,
problems.
headbutt heard around the world and first world problems.
First world problem. So here's a question. Have you guys ever noticed when you don't masturbate for a couple of days, your dick feels bigger?
Nope. We had this conversation the other day, and
That's why I'm bringing it up to the audience.
I cannot
All right.
cannot jump up.
Well, the secondary question is, you look at the average size of a man. It is 5'10", 170 pounds. Average right now. Viagra is prescribed. Take one tablet. If your dick stays harder for 4 hours, call the fucking EMS. Now, my question is, as somebody that's 260, do I have to take 2 of those motherfuckers? And I think I'd be all right.
I think you should take 4.
I think it's your personal preference, really.
I think you should take 4.
Well, I mean, why is it? It's like Advil. Everything is 170 pounds. You should take more shit than what's prescribed. What's on the bottle.
That's why I hate talking about medical shit.
It's recommended, right?
I just want to see. I just want to see him take 4, and then end up having to get fucking drained.
Oh, trust me,
Because that is going on Instagram Live.
I'd wrestle that motherfucker.
Have you seen
down.
that procedure done before?
I have not personally seen it. I know people that have done it.
I have personally performed
Medical
that procedure
professionals
on
that
myself.
have done it. No, not the same way I'm talking about. You sick fuck.
I personally performed it, Keith. I mean, it's
Why don't
just
you
one
just-
of those things.
Why don't you just look at a picture of Hillary Clinton or something like that?
Oh, jeez. You want me to get hard and go out of control? That
No,
chick is
I'm saying.
hot. Chick's hot. I follow her OnlyFans,
Oh my
man.
God.
She is so smoking.
Hillary Clinton on OnlyFans.
Oh, it's gross.
So I was kind
Or
of
what
curious.
about her and Chelsea together? I mean, that probably really gets it done for you then.
Oh God, bless America.
That is actually.
He would watch that though. You know as well as I
There's
do.
something wrong.
That sick fuck would watch it.
That's
very-
like an awesome
terrible.
fucking OnlyFans
He said that's
page
terrible.
or Double Mint commercial. They should do that on Double Mint.
The Doublemint twins.
Oh God.
So that's what I got for first world problems. I'm just curious about the Viagra. You take one pill for a fucking 170-pound guy. I mean, fucking, does it get hard on a guy that's 240? What about 300-pounders like Dan?
Don't you know? Don't you have any doctor friends you can ask this to? I mean, I don't have a medical degree.
I was just gonna say, be like Lázaro Lopez. You should get your Hillary Clinton tattoo, Rob.
I will.
You're copying then at that point, but it might work for you.
I just want to, you know what? I would do one, but I do it in my ass crack to where her mouth is where my butthole is. So it looks like she's throwing up every time I fucking shit.
Dan keeps switching from the YouTube, but Bosco said maybe it's true attorneys are dumb.
Yeah. Or do we just sit and think of things?
You've got a lot of time to think.
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, you never know. You might have a case where something happens. Kind of like a lick'em stick.
Oh my gosh.
Did you give the guy from Paycor Stadium your card?
No, I did
He
not.
probably needs some representation.
Dude, that guy. I sent it to Keith.
Well, you think he's awesome. I mean, you sound like you would.
That's a hell of a headbutt, man. He got out on what, a 4,000 10% bond. Which
What
is
did you go
400
down to the Justice Center and say, "Hey, I'm Rob Herking.
No,
I'm here to represent you."
sure did not, Dan.
You don't think he needs some representation?
Oh, he'll need representation. He's
Yeah.
probably got it. But I'm
He's-
not going
he's
down there.
definitely
Why
gonna-
not?
He's
You
definitely
think the guy's so awesome? Why don't you go?
he definitely needs representation because he was already clinked up and then just added an assault charge on top of whatever the fuck he was getting arrested for.
You know what I saw? And
Here,
I
hold
don't-
on. I'm gonna play.
I
it.
don't think many people have slowed down that video. I saw the cops and the security throw him towards that guy.
Is that what?
I mean, it looks
There
like
you
he
go.
was
You should
thrust.
go tell him he's got a case.
That's a defense attorney right there.
Sounds like a civil lawsuit against the security guards at Paycor.
All right, so this is out of context.
You guys have seen this, but
We don't know why the guy started out on the ground.
Listen,
Here it comes.
I don't see it.
Oh my God! It happens quick.
The headbutt heard around the road.
See the guy in the yellow shirt, or the blue shirt, the blue and white shirt? That's the private security guy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
Yeah.
Nobody talk.
Okay.
Listen to how the skulls hit.
Run into the beer fucking car back there.
He ran on the field. Is that what happened?
Oh!
Whammo.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
No, he didn't.
I love that dude. I just saw that shit happen.
Try that in a fucking small town.
So we were down at the game. I didn't see that. I didn't see that happen. I wished I was standing
shit.
there to watch it and to see what happened prior to. But I'm actually a little disgusted in the fact, A, it's two Bengals fans going against each other. And even if it wasn't, it's a shitty representation of the fan base doing dumb shit like that. I went down and I got fucking smoke drunk. And guess what? I didn't
You didn't
assault.
get arrested.
I didn't assault anybody. I wasn't in handcuffs. I enjoyed a shitty fucking game, which is out of my control.
We
But
got to talk about that.
but had a great time hanging out and don't have to do dumb shit like that.
But the headline,
That's just so stupid.
the headline I saw that
That's
accompanied
awesome.
that when I first saw that video was that
And it's not just us; it's every fucking stadium you go to.
well, it
Yeah.
was that this video makes Bengals fans look bad.
I
Nah,
think
at
And I'm
least-
thinking to
it does.
myself,
It's-
no, it doesn't make Bengals fans look bad. It makes that guy look bad.
It makes all Bengals fans look
I
bad.
mean, if you can't go to a sporting event
It's orange on
and
orange
conduct
crime, so
yourself
we're
in
good.
such a manner that you don't have to wind up being manhandled by a bunch of security guards and sheriff's deputies, then you got some kind of problem. You shouldn't be out in public. The vast majority of Bengals fans are perfectly well behaved. I mean, there's little, and
There's a ton.
there's a little good-natured ripping, chatting going on between you and supporters of the other team. But for God's sake,
I've been to Dallas. I went to a Dallas Cowboys Bengals game in Dallas and got fucking accosted. The Bengals got fucking smoked. We're walking out, heads down, whatever. We're not talking shit. And I got fucking accosted by 15 fucking Mexicans. What my ass when I didn't say anything. And then got hit in the back of the head with a fucking beer bottle.
Sure they weren't
Fuck
trying to-
off.
Are you sure they weren't trying to sell you
Fans-
some trinkets and shit?
Football fans are fucking just shit. The ones, you have that 10%. I call it 10.
Well, there was
I'm going to
video-
throw 10%.
there was video that came out of Dallas at the Dallas Dolphins game, and there was a couple of dudes who were in a fight, and then the video shows in blood all over the floor. So there was a big throwdown there, and then there was a fight last night at the Monday Night Football game. Or no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was
the
Patriots
Patriots game.
Dolphins. And that fucking
Was that-
guy died
Yeah, guy died.
by getting sucker punched. His head hit the
Guy's
ground
dead.
and he's dead.
So that's fucked up.
Inappropriate fucking behavior.
That's fucked up. But I mean, really, if
As I crack another beer.
but if you're going to go to a sporting event and you can't act like a decent human being, then don't do us all a favor and don't go.
You know what? They
Some
are.
people can handle their
Watch
shit. Some
watch
people
a
can't.
game at home, for God's sake.
I think the biggest tell is the people on the sideline for 8-year-olds to 18-year-olds. It should be like a soccer match. If you get a yellow card, you get another one within the season. You can't come back that season, but you can come back the next. And if it continues, you get to the following season, it's a fucking red card. You cannot go to any sporting events because you're that douchebag.
You're saying red cards for the fans.
Fuck yeah. You go to these goddamn
Do
kids.
they do that at
sports.
soccer game? They give red cards.
No, they
yellow
don't,
cards
Dan.
to
I was
parents?
doing it as a
Okay.
hypothetical, but these parents over there are fucking screaming at refs, umps. They're screaming at coaches. They're screaming at kids. They're calling kids pieces of shit. I went to a baseball game once where you kind of got a little racial. Strike this white piece of shit out is what I heard, and that's exactly what was said. In regards to my son, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And it goes on and it gets worse. And you see the videos on there. These are the people that cannot tolerate a 4-year-old fucking rec soccer game
Right.
without violence in the fucking parking lot. They are the people that need to not go to professional sporting events because you kind of ruin it for everybody else. A little jawing is fine. And don't call the guy out that's texting his girlfriend in front of you. Fucking Christ. Doing that online. Next thing you know, he's getting divorced.
I used to coach select baseball and didn't have a kid on the team, which was perfect because then I could make decisions and not be biased. But the parents had to sign a contract. Now all these motherfuckers would tailgate before the game and then get all fucking rowdied up, fucked up and yelling shit and whatever. And we would have to have that talking to. But the kids that were playing on this team, the parents were paying a shit ton of money. And to see that type of behavior, granted, I'm not a fucking saint and I'm not an angel, and I've been fucked up at a Bengals game, but I've never tried to go hit somebody or because you're on the other team. We may jaw back and forth like Dan was saying, but that shit will happen. But that headbutt, holy fuck!
The only shit
when I saw it, I was like, oh god, that sounded terrible.
I think the only shit I talk at kids sporting events are to my son or my daughters. Kick it harder, throw it in the middle, slap that tag harder.
Were you saying it to the right kid? Did you remember which kid was yours?
I did. I normally am the asshole.
Just making sure.
Well, I get shit because I never sit with anybody else on our team because I like the pace. I want to watch the fucking game. I don't want to sit there and, Sarah, she braided some stuff the other day. What do you think about that, Rob? I'm fucking watching this goddamn game. This is the only reason I'm out here. I don't give two shits about your daughter crocheting some shit with her fucking 90-year-old grandmother.
Can you imagine some dad coming up to Rob like, why are you yelling at my kid? Oh, fuck. I thought it was mine.
Oh, fuck off.
But I think the big
I
reason,
love you. You know it. Shut
the
up.
big reason that video went as viral as it did is because of the headbutt. That's not a move you see
No.
all that often.
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that. I might try to kick you in the nuts, but I'm not headbutting you.
Especially
if you're gonna headbutt someone, though, how do you know if your head is harder than theirs? Because the guy that was a pretty big dude that he butted right there.
Yeah.
But how do you know? If I guess you're willing to face that consequence.
Here's my takeaway.
Take that chance.
My takeaway is
just fuck around, find out, right?
my takeaway is he's like the little dude with big friends. He's handcuffed. He's got the cops and security guards. He's like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna start a fight right now, motherfuckers. And I got security here backing my shit up. He knew nobody was gonna come back after him. So he fucking headbutted that son of a bitch, thinking, "Oh, I got the 6'6" motherfuckers behind me with the guns."
He was going to get one shot in, and that was going to be it. And that was going to be the end of it.
So, do you hear what Dan Carroll's saying, everybody? If you know the guy that did the headbutting, Dan Carroll's calling him a pussy and wants to meet him here at the Varsity 8112 Beachmont Avenue to interact. That
Rob's trying to make another challenge.
Did I say that? I don't think I said that.
I don't know. I think you kind of agreed with what I was saying, but
I don't know.
Pretty fucking close to that.
All I know is that the MMA guy failed to show up after you told him I wanted to fight him. That's all I know.
Oh, wow. Wow. Guess who's getting a copy of this episode?
Fast Eddie.
With the minute marker. There
I
we
didn't
are.
say I wanted to fight him. You told him I wanted to fight him.
I think everybody that's listening right now inferred that you called him a pussy.
And he didn't show up. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying you could take him?
I'm just stating facts.
He pussed out is what you're saying, right?
Fact. Jason, are those not facts? Rob told the guy I wanted to fight him. Is that a fact?
That is fact.
Number two, the guy didn't show up. Is that a fact?
That is fact.
That's all I'm saying.
There we go.
You do have two facts.
Calling out a pussy. All right, I fucking like it. He'll be getting a text. What minute marker are we at? We are at 29 minute mark. That's perfect.
30,
those are two
32.
facts.
All right, good.
Two things that are true.
Bosco says he's got your back there.
Well, that doesn't make me feel all that much better.
Oh, wow. He's calling Bosco out too. Fucking A, Fight Club. God damn. First rule of Fight Club with Dan. There is no Fight Club, and fuck everybody.
I spent 2 hours on the phone with Bosco the other night.
Yeah.
He gave me a call expressing his sympathies about my mother, and which was very awesome. And again,
but thanks for having my back there, Bosco. I appreciate that.
Not to roll shit back into the beginning of the podcast, but it was a great conversation. Him and I had never spoken, just through Instagram, text, or messages back and forth, whatever you call it. But so awesome to sit and talk to that man. And his podcast, The Forever Road, I've listened not to every single episode, but he covers a lot of like old music. And we just started going down an old music road.
That's cool.
And dude, it was so cool. But then I was like, dude, we've been on the phone for 2 hours. We're like high school boyfriend, girlfriend right now. And it's weird because we're two grown men.
You were telling me this yesterday.
And
I'm
going to bed.
I'm like,
We're
did
done.
you guys wake up with the in your fucking ears?
And Bosco was like, yeah, it's pretty fucked up, ain't it? He goes, I get it. All right, click.
Click.
At some point, you just have to end it.
But great
Just
conversation. And, everybody that's reached out, I appreciate you. But having that conversation with Bosco, and we're going to have Bosco on our podcast at some point to promote his and have him on and just, talk about the music knowledge that guy has is absolutely phenomenal.
I love that. I
Phenomenal.
actually do like that kind of stuff.
It was so phenomenal.
Are you?
So, Bosco, I love you. I'll call you later.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
I
might call you later. I don't know.
I just want to throw out a couple things real quick. I forgot that. Well, fuck, what happened to the bear on game day? Did he get fired? Did he die? Did he get mauled by a bear in Knoxville?
ESPN fired a bunch of people.
Did they get rid of Bear? I assume it's because his picks suck dick.
They changed. I think they might have. They changed a lot of stuff on game day and college game day and all that shit.
Remember last year
So
when I
they-
was just fucking ass raping him on picks?
They let a bunch of people go.
So Bear's not there anymore. It's kind of not fun to fucking pick college football. But
Did you pick UC over Miami?
did I bet that game? No, I did not. I thought I kicked myself in the ass and nuts by betting on Florida. And I'm like, fuck, why did I do this? I do it all the time. I bet on Florida. I normally bet on the opposite team. They're going to fucking lose. And
Florida won.
they continue to dominate fucking Tennessee. So fuck you, Knoxville. If anybody has a kid that is a little challenged with music, send them to Knoxville if they're wanting to go to a good music program at a D1 school because they learn one fucking song. And the SPCA in Knoxville only has one fucking dog, that dumbass Smokey. I got some picks. Do you guys want to hear them?
Yes.
Well, the one song they learn in Tennessee is
Rocky
is
Top.
Rocky Top, right?
I fucking hate that song.
Don't they sing Rocky Top in West Virginia also?
No. God damn.
No,
What do they
it's
think?
John Denver. Isn't it?
Country Roads, isn't it?
Country Roads? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Rocky Top. I
Just-
swear to
Just
God.
don't get in an airplane with him.
I swear to God, somebody outside of the stadium at Knoxville headbutts somebody. They play fucking Rocky Top. Old lady falls down steps. Rocky Top, you'll always be. Dumbest song. It's the only song they know at that school. I'm gonna throw
At
out.
least it ain't Wagon Wheel.
Oh, fuck that. I'm gonna throw out a.
Our bookie loves that song.
That's your-
I'm gonna throw one
for
out.
God's sake.
You were talking about UC. UC's playing Oklahoma. Isn't this the Big 12 opener?
It is for UC. Big doings on Saturday. I think it's a noon kick on Saturday.
It sure as fuck is. I'm surprised they haven't flexed it with Oklahoma being 16. The odds are right now Oklahoma's given 14.5, coming to UC over under 60.5. I am kind of nervous. Oklahoma's 3-0. UC kicked the fuck out of, not kicked the fuck, but beat Pitt and then loses to fucking Miami. I think they overlooked Oxford. I think they did.
I think they did too.
But I think UC is better than that. I think they're going to play up for the Big 12 opener. And fuck. I
You like
like
UC to pull off the upset?
I like the points, but I like the under better. I don't think they're hitting 60.5 together.
60 and a half?
That's a lot of fucking points.
UC's offense is not very high powered at the
No,
moment.
Well, hopefully they get their shit together, but I like the under. So I'm going to pick the under. I'm going to do what do I normally do? 4. So I'm going to do under UC 60.5. There was another one. It is a big game coming up. Oh shit. Buffalo or Colorado, Oregon. Gotta love the coach at Colorado. What's his name?
Coach Prime, baby.
Yes, sir.
I love the fact that you always say baby. I was listening to a podcast we did the other day. Holy shit. It
Who,
was
me?
It was almost like the well, I'm going to say it 100%.
Who, me?
No,
Dan?
Dano with his
yeah.
baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Coach
I
Prime.
love Coach Prime.
His sunglasses are on back.
They play Oregon.
They play Oregon.
That's their upcoming game
Yep, and it's in Oregon.
in Oregon. Oh, it's a tough one for Colorado.
You
What's
know
the
what?
line?
The line is Oregon giving
Oregon's
21.
not bad this year. Are they
Oregon's
undefeated?
giving 21. Oregon's undefeated. So is Colorado. Oregon's
Oh.
giving 21. It's over under 71.5 right now. Now we are talking Tuesday lines. It's a 3:30 start on Saturday on ABC. They're in Oregon. You know, the one thing I think about Oregon,
How's Coach Prime going to get them ready for that game? That's going to be big.
I think he's going to be ready. I don't.
I don't think they're going to go 3-0. I don't.
Who Colorado? They're already 3-0. So
They're already
4-0.
Or 4-0. I mean,
Here's what I think.
I think they're going to lose, but
I'm going to do.
I do like Coach Prime. I do like
I
what
like
he's
him
doing.
too. I like what he's doing. 21 points. Granted, it's in Oregon, but if you change one consonant,
Colorado State gave him a game, man. That was a hell of
it
a
is
game.
Colorado or Oregon fucks. Colorado State gave him a game because there was so much jawing back and forth. They're 45 minutes away from
Oh, they
Boulder.
came in fired up.
Oh, they came in hot. And it was almost a Fight Club, West Side Story type shit.
There's a
going
little
on at the-
chippiness.
Yeah,
Little chippiness there in that game.
it was a great game. I'm glad I fucking won that bet. I took the Colorado State with the points, so I was good. But on this one,
Should see what Solly thinks about this.
Oregon's given 21 points over under 71.5. I'm going to go a 2-team parlay with my book. I'm going to do Colorado because I don't think Oregon's going to beat them.
Sports
by more
betting
than
is legal
21.
now in Ohio, by the
Sure
way.
as fuck is. And I'm going to take the under because I don't think either team's going to score 71.5 or above. So there's your lock of the week. Fuck you, Bear. It's from the Hurricane. Colorado under. Go 50. Go 100. Fuck it.
That's it.
And here's the other one.
But who wins the game?
How many more do you have?
Well, I got to do 4. That's 3 right there.
Okay.
So I'm going to finish
Just
it up.
checking.
Another
I'm
3:30
just
game.
checking.
Another 3:30 game. Ole Miss, Alabama. Crimson Tide has been sucking dick. Saban is sitting in his rocker. Coach Prime stole the goose from his commercials. And the goose is wearing fucking sunglasses like Coach Prime and a cowboy hat out in Boulder. Alabama's giving 7 over
Aflac.
55.5. You know what's going to happen? I think the Ole Miss running Rebels are going to run through fucking the Crimson Tide sorority houses. And I think Ole
Well,
Miss,
they went to South Florida.
Ole Miss is going to win
Alabama
out.
did.
Oh, they struggled.
They won the game, but it
Barely.
was Florida gave them all they could ask for.
So there you go.
South Florida. Maybe South Florida's good. I don't know.
Take Ole Miss in the points. Even if you get 5, I think Ole Miss is winning outright. That's my picks.
I think that, man, like
Is it at Ole Miss?
No, it's in Alabama.
It's in Oh, that's tough.
that
That
is
is.
tough. That's a tough one.
And if you want to go one more, take Charlotte. They're playing Florida at 7 p.m. Saturday night. Florida's giving 28 on this. If the points stay the same, Florida ain't winning by 28 fucking points. They're going to let down
Over
after beating
Charlotte?
Tennessee. Fuck yeah. They're going to let it down after beating Tennessee. That was the big one. And fuck you, Brian Kelly, LSU, Arkansas. Go Razorbacks.
They should roll over Charlotte, though.
They should. I have a hard time with Charlotte because of that Bobby Lutz motherfucker, or Luke's, whatever, coached UNC Charlotte basketball. Looked like his hair was punched into his head. You know what I'm talking about? The little
Yeah.
fucker on
No.
the sideline with
The guy
basketball.
used to coach Georgia Tech.
No, he coached
That
fucking UNC Charlotte. He was a prick. And he had the one guy that always looked at the fucking outside shooter. Where's Starks and you need him? The outside shooter, can't remember his name, but he always looked at his pregnant fucking girlfriend sitting up in the stands, blow her a kiss. It's like, fuck you.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, narrowed it down right there. Thanks, Dan. So there you go.
Yeah,
You
that
got
guy.
the
Narrowed it
picks.
down to that guy.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of history right now.
I was trying to look to see who it was, but
It was Bobby Lutz. I can't remember the fucking dude's name that played point guard. He was he's Puerto Rican, I believe. It'll hit me in a minute. Today's date, 1796. Today is September 19th. George Washington's farewell address was published. As the first president, he implored his country to maintain neutrality and avoid entangling alliances with Europe. Would that be because we just unentangled a relationship with Europe? Mariano Rivera retired in 2013. 2011 posted his record-setting 602nd career save. 652 was the final number, and it was awesome. Dan, who helped co-write this, I think he won the Carroll Award. 1995, Unabomber Manifesto, a 35,000-word anti-technology document written by Ted Kaczynski, who launched a bombing campaign that killed 3 and wounded 23, was published in the New York Times and the Washington Post.
A man ahead of his time.
The manifesto helped lead to his capture. He won the Carroll Award. I think he was a student, wasn't he?
No, he was
Are
not.
you sure?
Don't know him.
I don't know.
You know what they called the New York Times back
Heard
in
of
the
him?
day?
Don't know.
You know what they called the New York Times back in the day? I learned this at trivia last night. The Gray Lady, number 2.
I did not know that.
Learned it last night.
Learned
Nin-
what last night? What did you learn last night?
Jesus fuck. We're moving on. 1994, the medical drama ER debuted on NBC, became one of the highest rated programs on television, launching the career of several actors, most
We used to
notably
watch that show. George Clooney.
Juliana Margulies.
We used to watch that show.
I like that show.
I did too, actually. We used
Although
to watch that.
we
all the time.
didn't watch it during its initial run. We started watching the reruns
Later.
Was
yeah.
it? I can't believe it was 1994. Fuck. I was just out of high school.
Fuck it. I just gotten into high school.
Yeah, what's that tell you, Dan? Where were you?
1994.
Getting Medicare.
In this year of our Lord, 1990.
Signing up for Medicare.
No.
Good for you, buddy.
Uh,
Hey, Keith, do you get
that's a
that
good
picture?
question.
The second one I sent you on this one?
I'd have to do some research.
I can't
on
get that one to pull up
God
either for
damn,
some
this
reason.
guy, man. 1991.
I'm gonna try it again.
German tourists discovered a mummified human body, later known as the Iceman, that was subsequently determined to date from 3300 BCE. I assume it's BC. We're just going to fucking drop that vowel off at the end. But this guy looked like somebody Dan might have witnessed at a bowling outing that he covered for Fox 19.
I might be able to get it. Hold on.
He looks like an angry little elf.
Who does?
This little fucking Iceman dude that's dead and frozen. You see him? Doesn't he look angry? Fucking very angry.
That picture's got to be. There's no way he looked like that when they dug him out of the
I don't know. I think that's when they dug him out of the ice, Dan. I mean, it looks like Kaczynski. I thought it was fucking Kaczynski at the time.
I don't think that's
There's
how
no,
he
there's
looks.
no way.
I don't
There's
think
no
that's
way.
how he looks.
You
No
think
way.
it's a recreation?
It's a
Yeah.
recreation.
Why wouldn't they recreate his body not to be fucking weird? I mean, he looks like a little elf. Like he just went through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest.
He's got hair like you.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I was able to pull it up.
Did you get it up? Is it up there?
It was
Yeah.
up there.
Tell me that doesn't look like a fucking little person. What's he holding to? Is that his dick? Was he on Viagra? 2 pills?
Yeah,
It's what he would hit the mastodons with.
Oh my god. You look like a little guy.
Get on back. You'll go on. Go on. Get.
President
This is my cave.
1950. Let's do something for the women. 1970, the first episode of the sitcom Mary Tyler Moore Show aired on American television.
now that was a funny show.
Groundbreaking series starred Mary Tyler Moore as a single independent working woman at a time when female characters were defined as the wife, girlfriend, or widow of a male counterpart.
That show was hilarious.
Did they ever show her making food in the kitchen?
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yep.
Um,
Because that could be denigrating.
probably. I think there were some scenes where she was, making dinner or whatever.
Mary Tyler Moore was hot back in the 70s when that premiered. Just saying. I do have a penchant for brunettes.
You remember the name of her boss at the TV station?
Dan, 1970, I wasn't even fucking born.
Lou Grant.
All right.
Hilarious. That one scene, it says, "You know what? You got spunk." And she's like, "Oh, thank you, Mr. Grant." He says, "I don't like spunk."
Nice. Firecracker, like our Tiffany, man. All right, Tiff.
Always had a bottle of scotch in his
R.I.P.
desk drawer,
Tiff.
All right, Tiffany.
That's a throwback to, and then Ted Knight was the weather guy.
Oh,
Oh my God, so
Oh,
fucking fun.
Yeah, Bob
I
Knight's
used to
fucking
love- I
uncle.
used to love Ted Knight.
Oh, jeez. Judge Smales.
What
doing the
was
weather.
what was the sitcom? The other sitcom he was on with his 2 daughters. Right when he passed away.
I forget that one.
Shit. I'll find it.
Hilarious.
Good old
The
days.
show was
I'll find
hilarious.
it.
1955. President Juan Perón of Argentina was overthrown and fled to Paraguay, prompting Eva to write the song "Don't Cry for Me,
Don't
Argentina,"
cry for me, Argentina.
because
Sing a few bars of that, Rob.
Juan fucking left her.
Too close for comfort.
Don't cry.
He was a
for me,
cartoonist. He had his 2
Argentina.
daughters. He was a widower.
I don't
The
think I ever watched that
truth
one.
Oh,
is
that
I
was a great
never loved you. That's
Nah.
all.
It's not working for me.
Yeah, fuck off, Dan.
It's not working for me.
I think that kind of encapsulates today in history.
Not a lot there.
Well,
Not-
fucking A, we had Mary Tyler Moore and a 35,000 fucking word manifesto, Dan. That's a lot of words.
the Mary Tyler Moore show was a classic, though.
Was it?
Inspired a lot of spinoffs. You had the Maude show, I think, was a spinoff from that.
Never
You
watched
had,
any of them.
that actually was a spinoff from Archie Bunker. All in the Family.
Never watched any of them.
I don't know.
Can I do one more?
Forget I even brought that
Can
up.
I do one more?
Just can we go back and just cut that part out of the
Yeah, we don't edit.
podcast?
Ladies
We
and
don't edit.
gentlemen,
We're not that good.
We can do that.
I just want you to go on record as saying, except if you have Mormons living near you, or anybody that is a member, and if you are, I apologize, but I'm gonna take some liberties here. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, 1823, your religion was founded, and it was
I thought
from.
you said we were done with this day in history.
Well, I'm doing 921. I wanted people to know, though, if you've got neighbors that are Mormons, get to South Park. It's 95% accurate. It's 20 minutes, and it'll introduce your kids to Mormonism. Joseph Smith looks in a top hat at fake golden fucking plates and comes up with the Book of Mormon. So on September 21st, 1823, the teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Moroni was an angel or
Are they a
resurrected.
sponsor now or something? What the hell are you
Yeah.
talking about?
You didn't get the fucking Bible with the stamp in it in your room?
Last known president.
Moroni was an angel
I've been baptized, so I'm saying it now.
I
Fuck
have no
off,
idea.
Rob.
I have no
or
idea
was
what you're talking about.
resurrected, being who appeared to Joseph Smith on this day in 1823 and instructed him to restore God's church on earth. So he wrote down the Book of Mormon. He had no editors,
It's
no
fantastic.
publishers. It was phenomenal. And I can't believe the outreach. All the hotels, he was forward thinking. All the hotels that his Book of Mormon is put in the nightstand.
You're so stupid.
We're doing a
Book of Mormon is not in the nightstand. It's a Gideon Bible.
is that the Gideons?
Yes.
Gideon. Wasn't he Dr.
When's the last
Gideon
time you were in
from
a
ER?
hotel room?
I don't know. Apparently,
I'm just saying that's what Bible is in the hotel room.
April.
Is there something you want to say, Dan?
Like what?
Like you want to tell the audience you frequent hotels and motels?
Well, I've been to hotels. Man. You've never been in a hotel room where there's a Bible in there?
No,
Well,
I've never looked for that.
everyone watching this podcast right
Who
now has been
in
to
the-
a hotel room where there's a Bible in the hotel room.
Who in the fuck wakes up in a hotel room or goes to bed in a hotel? God, I wish I would have brought my Bible. I
They're
hope
there.
there's something in
They're
the drawer.
there.
Who reads it?
They're
What?
just there.
What are you? What
I've
are
never
you
read the
doing?
motherfucker anyway.
What are you doing in that hotel room that would make you want to pull that Bible out the next morning and
It's-
fucking read it?
stories.
Probably the shit that you would do in a hotel room, and you probably should read it.
No, I bring my Bible.
There's stories about
King
people who are
James.
contemplating suicide, sitting in a hotel room, all alone, all by themselves. There's nothing else there but that Bible. They pull it out, they read it, change their lives.
Changes their life.
I have never seen one. of
I've
those
never
stories.
fucking. I've opened the drawer,
Lots of stories like that.
seen it, and guess what? Just as quick as I open
Close
the
it
drawer,
and say, okay,
it gets closed.
it's in there.
I've
I-
never read the motherfucker.
Never heard one of those stories, by the way. Never have I heard that story.
Lots of stories like that.
Littered all over the place. Who wants to go this weekend and knock on the fucking who are those? The Jehovah's Witnesses fucking church door with me with a name tag.
Not saying a word.
Hi, I'm Rob.
I don't want to do. Why would anybody want to do that?
I think it'd be entertaining because they knock on your door at dinner time. I might as well knock on their fucking door at noon when they're in there. Hi, I'm Rob. Have you accepted the Lord as your Savior, Jesus Christ? And then I'm going to the Church of Scientology, Dan, checking out a book.
I would much rather.
Tell them to come on in, smoke a bong.
I would
stay a
much
while.
rather get the phone numbers for the telemarketers that call my fucking cell phone that say spam risk. Get their actual phone numbers and call them versus going and knocking on people's doors. I'm not worried about the religion
And who's
aspect,
got time for that?
but I'd rather fuck with those people than fuck with Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'd rather call the suicide
Go do your thing.
prevention line.
Go do your thing. Guess what? I'm not interested.
How'd you do in
Telemarketers will fucking run you down.
How'd you do in your NFL picks this week?
I almost won actually,
Really?
and I lost.
What'd you pick the Bengals to do?
I put them at 1. I picked them to win,
One.
but I put them at 1. I always put the Bengals at 1.
Bengals. Oh my God. They suck dick.
But I almost won the Pick'em league, and
You
I
know what?
ended up dropping down to 4th. But it was only like 2-point difference. There were a couple ties, but Scott Wilson won.
Oh, he did.
He was the
Good
big.
for him.
He was the big winner.
Well,
I was
Mo
hanging
Egger-
on, and I got fucking. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not going to win. I'm turning it off."
Mo Egger now, who is a sports talk radio show host here in Cincinnati, is asking people if the Bengals can win with the backup quarterback. What's his name? Browning? Not Browning, but
Jake Browning. The Bengals
no,
backup.
the guy they got from Dallas after the right before the season started.
Oh shit!
But Mo Egger is assuming that Joe Burrow is not going to play on Monday night, and that it's going to be the backup quarterback for the Bengals who's going to start the game.
Yeah, Browning and then that guy. I can't remember his fucking last name.
Yeah, I can't remember. That's so great
I
for a
would-
backup quarterback.
No, but I mean, he played. I mean, he actually had some starts, but he's not a starter.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some fire. And I think I told you, Keith, or posted something. I'd like to see a Tim Tebow-esque statement where they're on the podium, fucking almost to tears, saying, "You will never see another team or a player work harder than me." They just don't have the fire. They come out flat all the fucking time, offense and defense. It's sad. And that's all I got to say about that because nobody gives a fuck.
Well, the amount of injuries too, like to the Bengals, but all this past week, all Sunday and Monday. Chubb's injury.
Done for the season.
Oh my God. Watching that in slow-mo and somebody was like, oh, I think it was Noelle that works here. She was like, I love watching that shit. I'm like, I can't see it happen. I can show up later and you have something articulated. the
I
wrong
didn't see
way.
it. How bad was it?
Oh, it's fucking bad. Like almost Tim Crumry.
Esque.
did you guys see Aaron Rodgers ripped his Achilles?
Yes.
All right. I just throwing out old school shit, but nonetheless.
I know you didn't have enough airtime. So
No, it's all good. I'm done. I'm done for the episode.
we were talking about how many people got hurt. And it's like, shit, every team is almost every team is dealing with some major shit. Burrow re-aggravates his calf, throwing like bullshit. I don't know where it goes. I don't know where it goes from, in Cincinnati.
Weren't we also talking about our backups sucking at quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah. So now guess what? The shitty ass fucking paradigm is coming to fruition. We're gonna have a shitty ass backup quarterback.
We've always had shitty backup quarterbacks, though. Always.
The Bengals put all their eggs in the Joe Burrow basket and neglected to go out and find a viable
I'm not giving up.
backup.
I'm not giving up.
A viable alternative. No, I'm not giving up, but I'm just saying, man.
Well, you give up because you hate the Bengals.
I do not.
We've had this
I
conversation.
do not. But it just this has all the earmarks of the seasons that we used to have before Marvin Lewis was around.
You know what?
We're in a bad way, but
it
there's
just feels eerily similar to that time in Bengals history, and it's depressing. I mean, we become used to
Rob
these teams being competitive, maybe not winning every game, but being competitive in every game. And the last two games, they have not been competitive.
But we weren't last year either at the beginning. So
no.
We started out 0-2 fucking last year.
But
we lost by 3 points. Sunday.
We missed on a missed extra point, wasn't it? In the first game, came down to a missed kick. I think it was a missed extra point. They lost in the first game.
Doesn't
the
matter.
Second game came down to the wire.
You're 0-2. 0-2.
I know.
Can we not get
that
some?
Doesn't
Can we get some fucking fire
that doesn't
in that
equate.
goddamn clubhouse? I mean, Zach Taylor comes out, his press conference, he's bitching about this. Oh, it's all not lost, this and that. Burrow comes out. It's like he's giving a eulogy for his fucking pet cat. Get some fucking fire in that goddamn clubhouse. Somebody needs to go on a rant and call these fucking people out. There is no fire in that offense or defense. Nobody's a leader. Burrow, I have not seen Burrow be a leader. They will listen to him. Chase will say, oh, fucking Burrow talks for all of us. Well, fucking Burrow needs to get a fucking set of balls and start going off on a rant, show some fire, get the team behind you. Somebody on the defense needs to step up and get the whole team going.
I think Burrow is a leader, but Tony Pike made a great point about this yesterday.
Helen Keller was a leader for blind and fucking
and he
deaf
was saying
people.
when you can't go out there and put 100% effort out there, it's hard to ask it of other guys.
Mhm.
And that affects your leadership capabilities sometimes, especially when you're in a position where you lead by example. And right now, he cannot lead by example because he's in pain. And Tony Pike, again, he was a great analyst on 1530.
He wasn't limping first week,
but he's talking about every time he does a drill, every time he does a one-on-one, every time he does a 7-on-7. I mean, every time he makes a move, throws a pass, does a cut, runs, he says that calf is causing him pain, and he's compromised.
why don't we get
And
a
it's a
fucking
serious
decent
thing.
backup
It's a
in the
serious
off
thing.
goddamn season that'll fucking fill in for him and take him out 2 weeks to start?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This team,
I don't think his little dildo powered thing on the
this-
sideline
this
Sunday
team
helped at
neglected
all.
to do that, and now we're going to be the Bengals and Bengals fans are going to be paying the price.
You know, they will say Burrow is the fucking leader, the captain. I see nothing that indicates the captain. The captain is the one that captivates the team, gets in their faces, and fires them the fuck up before the first
Did you
play.
listen to what I just said though?
I did.
He normally he does that role, but he's shying away from that role now because he can't back it up on the field, and he knows it.
Oh, my bad. You know what?
You should email Joe your speech from when your Kiwanis
Yes.
captain speech.
You know what? God damn, Dan, you are exactly right. I forgot. Douglas, Patton, all those guys who weren't at the fucking front line because they couldn't back it up on the front line. Their speeches didn't matter. But I guarantee you there was a fucking
not
colonel
what I'm
or a
saying.
lieutenant colonel, somebody up front on the line firing those fucking troops up to go into combat. Now, I'm not equating professional football with combat. I'm saying I see no fire in the belly on this team week 1.
That's right.
Week 2,
And
it's
agree
not
with you.
because his little fucking knitted socks hurt underneath on the right side. He wasn't limping on the first week. He started limping third or fourth quarter, end of the third, early fourth quarter. He went out there to do the little fucking dildo thing, pounding on his thigh or his
Dildo.
calf. He doesn't get fired up. You know what the leader?
That was not a good scene when he was doing that.
You know what
No.
a leader is too? Is the guy that's
Had
sitting
the-
on the fucking sideline slapping helmets when
Had
he's out for the
had
whole
had
fucking season.
vibrator, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, get him fired up. I agree with you. Get him fired up. And
You need a leader on defense too. Who was the guy from Baltimore, man, that fucking played not Suggs,
Ray Lewis,
Ray Lewis. That motherfucker,
he's a murderer.
even when he hurt,
Is he?
the fucker was firing up
Well, he
that
wasn't convicted,
defense
but he's a murderer.
before the games. Even when he was hurt, when he was on the sideline, he was fucking in people's faces, firing them up.
So I have a question.
We don't have that.
I have a question for you, counselor. I know you're in tune and have a finger on the pulse
Rob Herking, Esquire.
of what happens in Cincinnati when bad shit happens. So we got to hang out with our buddy Dexter Pitts.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're fucked.
We got to hang out with Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter, thanks for taking off before I got here,
Well,
dude.
thanks for getting here fucking when
Well,
I
I
told
tried.
you he was here. You had plenty of time.
No, I was
And you
I was
knew he
working
was
on.
coming.
I had to get home.
You knew he was coming.
had
This
to
is
shit, shower, and shave.
COM.
Get up here.
Dan Carroll. Dan Carroll's right here. This is the world in Dan's mind.
No, the world does not revolve around me.
I know.
You've got that exactly
So
wrong.
anyway, have you gotten any calls about potential clients that may have been shot or anything around the Anderson Township area?
Not yet.
Okay,
But he's going to the Reds game, right? And
I
they
just
don't.
want to make
They
sure
don't. First pitch 6:40. So we got some time.
The night is still young.
because we told him we're like, hey, the last time you were here,
Yep. Shooting.
there was a shooting in Anderson Township, and that shit doesn't happen around here, and you were here.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
So he was like, well, I'll see what I can do when I leave.
If such an event comes to pass, will we convene an emergency meeting of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast?
Oh, we definitely need it. Definitely needs to be.
Oh yeah.
News team assemble.
We're going live on location. We want to get a description from law enforcement.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Dexter today, and one of his counterparts. We won't say his name on the podcast, but great dude. We got to hang out with Dexter.
Had a good time.
Wish it was a little bit longer, but they had to rush out to get down to this Reds game.
Well, apparently Raisinets and shit are cheaper up in Cincinnati. So Dex had to pick up some shit for the next family movie night down at his house.
We told him we were going to shout him out and talk shit about him, so he knew it was coming. So nobody get upset.
Love you, Dex. Good to see you again.
I
man.
am Pitts. I love that, man. I love
Dexter Pitts, I Am Pitts is a podcast that is phenomenal. Dexter's book, he's been on our podcast. We've hawked his book. And I think he said his Audible had finished
Yes.
It took him 7 years to fucking henpeck that with one finger on a computer, and it took him another
Yeah.
7 years to fucking actually read it.
Hunt and search. Hunt and search.
And who says hooked on phonics doesn't work? God damn, bless them.
God bless him.
God bless them and everybody.
But I've had him on my radio show a couple of times, but now he big times me. He won't come back on my radio show.
Because he wants to be on a podcast.
He works.
Dan. It's
He
bigger than your
works.
I know he
fucking
works.
age.
I know
ton.
he's working a ton.
A ton. And then, obviously, you got to have family
But
time.
Pitts, I mean, come on, you got to have priorities, brother.
I mean, come on. Dan didn't get here in time. You have to have priorities, Dan.
I got here well before the podcast.
Well before the podcast, not with Dexter. And you knew this was happening.
Well, I tried.
So you're yelling at him, and I'm
Talk
yelling
to
at you
Corbett.
for him.
Talk to Corbett. I was working for Corbett. We had work. Signs everywhere. A sign.
Slave driver.
Speaking of, are you gonna
want-
fire one off?
You want to talk about
guys?
Do
Corbett?
we want to talk about Corporate Graphics, a great sponsor of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast? The banners you see hanging up behind us, created by our buddy Randy Corbett at Corporate Graphics. And if you need a sign, if you need anything for your business, any kind of graphics work at all, Corporate Graphics is the place to go. And he's helped us out tremendously. He does great work at all the local high schools, all the local grade schools, University of Cincinnati, the Paycor Stadium, and so many other places, so many businesses, so many sporting events, and all the rest. Corporate Graphics is the place to go for signs and more, and all the way from original artwork to design concepts to installation. That's really your one-stop shop should you ever need any signs, any graphics for your business or your personal use, banners, whatever. Just give Graphics a call. You can look them up on Graphics, Corporate Graphics on Twitter, on Facebook, corporategraphics.com. Corporate Graphics, signs and more, enhancing your success.
Boom, nailed it.
There you go.
Roller 513. You can come on Dan's podcast when it's an average day.
It's just an average. Just an average day.
It's not a podcast. It's a radio show there, Roller.
Robert, you should have that email.
Thank you, sir. Are you gonna go? No? All right. Engraving USA. Great fucking sponsor for us. In business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional employee and customer, brewery, drinkware, golf outing, accessories, promotional and recognition items. If you are a small or global company, we have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say 100% damn. To get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. And I will tell you this, it is September 19th. You've got October, 3 months plus 6 days to get your Christmas shit in. Engraved in USA. Call them. They have got the corporate gift you need. They have got the personal family gift you need. Who wouldn't love a nice mug where your wife or husband can get intoxicated with a mug with One More and I'm Out of Here, and it's personalized for them on the other side. And you just sit there and giggle when they get hammered. They quit talking and they fall asleep face down. So call them now and you'll ensure Christmas delivery or, I don't know, whatever religion. I mean, shit, we got enough months. Whatever you are, do it.
I got a bunch of good shit.
They got awesome shit. If you got a family member that's a first responder, military, or, I don't know, Joe the plumber, they got shit. They can tailor it for whatever you need. Engraved in USA has helped us out tremendously. Love them all. Can't wait to go back out there again. But give them a call, 513-682-2557, and say 100% just because I was thirsty again.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Boom.
Now, the only thing they don't have that has been missing from their lineup, and we're going to work on it, manscapers, because we don't know, but we're going to ask. Dan, do you manscape? Maybe.